Okay, hey. So we are live. It's Thursday. At a little bit after 11. Sorry about that, guys. We had a lot of stuff going on today, and you're going to get to hear about most of it. So welcome to Teen Thursday. I'm Shannon. I'm your young adult specialist, and I've got a buddy with me today.
Hello, I'm Eugenia. I'm the kids event coordinator here.
Awesome. So we've got, which is great because we have a ton of events to tell you guys about. Some of them I've kind of mentioned before, but we have one that was just announced yesterday, day before yesterday?
A few days ago.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the ones that are coming up first.
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited. Starting with this Saturday, June 2nd at 6 p.m., we're going to have Jennifer Donaldson here for Lies You Never Told Me. And again, I've been on the stream before
just
talking about this book
actually,
because I'm obsessed with it. Like, it is, I have a thing for YA thrillers, and this is the definition of like a book that you will gobble up in a single night, which is what I did. And it's funny because it's like a Friday night and we had plans. And then it just ended with like me on the couch yelling at the book and my husband like, what is happening? Oh, right, you're you. This is just what has to happen. But basically, like, it's a thriller. It's really creepy. It has alternating point of views. This boy, Gabe, and this girl, Elise. And you don't know how their stories will connect, but of course, at some point they will. It's partly set in Austin, which is really fun. And Jennifer Donaldson is local. She was actually a BookPeople bookseller at one point before both of our time.
Yeah.
But a lot of booksellers here are excited and they're coming to the event because they remember. She's also the writer of the Veronica Mars books, so she already has like some established fans. But really, if you're looking for a perfect summer read that's like really binge-worthy, it's been compared to like Pretty Little Liars, Big Little Lies, Riverdale, like something that's like super juicy and exciting, then this is your book. So I'm excited about that. Again, Saturday at 6 p.m. We're going to be talking about the book. She's going to be signing it, and so we'd really love if you join us.
I can't believe that it's already June.
I know.
Like, not to get that out of that entire thing, but like the fact that today's the last day of May is really weird to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm also having like a little bit of a crisis because I'm like, I miss being a kid and having 3 months off.
Right? Like, where's my summer break?
I know. It's just sad. But anyway, we have another huge event coming up on the 9th.
Something
which
you guys have never heard of.
Like, it's this huge thing right here. Stephanie Garber is going to be here for Legendary, which is the follow-up to Caraval. And there's, again, a lot of bookseller love for Caraval. And we have so much book swag, like,
so much. I brought the bags.
Yeah.
I actually have one of these from when Caraval came out. I have a bag like that, and it's one of those that like alternates as my lunch bag.
Yeah.
And I have that one, and I have one for a comic book, and I get all the time do you want a real lunch bag? And I'm like, no,
this is my lunch bag.
I have to let people know that I'm a nerd everywhere I go. And apparently they sell nerdy actual lunch bags that would keep my lunch cool, but you know.
Yeah, no, whatever. This is free.
Exactly.
So we have bags, we have some cool maps, we have chocolate. We have
thing I'm most excited about because I can't chocolate is there are color pencil sets, and you can't see the logo from there because like there's this massive glare on it. But the most important part is these color pencil sets have a sharpener built into them, and that's amazing. And it's not just basic colors. Like there's like pinks and bright blues and stuff like that in there. So there's like a really good assortment of colors in this set, and you can.
Yeah, that's really cool. And she's going to be in conversation with Amy Tintera, author of like Allied and Avenged, and she is local from Austin, so she comes here fairly often. She's going to be moderating the In Conversation, so it's going to be really fun. We hope you guys come. You don't need tickets for the event. But we do appreciate if you buy the book from BookPeople to get it signed. But feel free to bring your copy of Caraval from home because we know it's been out for a while, and so you might already own it, and that is totally fine. So yeah, those are the 2 upcoming events. Do we want to talk about other things before we talk about the announcement?
I mean, we can talk about some books and then some announcements. Well, I guess you kind of talked about the fact that Legendary came out this week, guys. If you watched last week's live stream, I lied to you and I said that it came out last week.
This Tuesday.
It came out this Tuesday.
Yes.
Which I corrected on the bottom of the comments last week. So it's really important that you read the comments because I'll get really excited and I'll tell you about the book. I just had this cool poster and I was like, look at this cool poster. And they were like, look at the cool book. And I was like, cool, let's talk about it.
It wasn't for sale yet.
It wasn't for sale yet. So sorry you had to wait a week, but now you're just extra excited to come get Legendary and to see how that story continues for those sisters who I'm really excited about it because I really like the aspect of like Hunger Games and stuff where it's like what is the purpose of the game and the game never ends. Like that was kind of the part of like Hunger Games that I liked is that when they thought that the game was over, the game was like, haha, just kidding. And this is kind of that same thing where it's like the game doesn't end and they thought like they were fine at the end of the first one. And then you come into this one and it's like, oh, just kidding. Like now you have all of the problems that you solved in the first one led to new problems in the sequel. And of course, like, it's just kind of one of those, like, when you think you know what you're doing, you don't.
So would you be a viewer or a player?
Oh, I would totally play the game.
Yeah, no, I'm
like,
scared of things. I'm like, oh.
No, see, and that's what I say in, like, the outside books. Like, when I read Divergent, I was like, I'm totally Dauntless. And I was like, I'm not Dauntless, I'm Candor. I think they're like, you guys are idiots. Like, and then I was like, I want to be Dauntless because they dress real cool and they get all those tattoos. But
that's how I feel about Death Eaters sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Because they have cool
I'm like, you guys have the best outfits and you get to have like really cool tattoos. So
don't. Do you have a Death Eater?
No, this is a different tattoo. It just happens to be there.
I actually was supposed to get a dark mark for my birthday last year, and I didn't get it, and just for reasons. But it's just like
a thing that you.
I love snakes. So, and I am a Slytherin anyway, so despite the contestation of that goes on in my home on a regular, everyday basis, I am a Slytherin, and so...
what do people think you are?
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, it's probably true. Yeah. Just like, I want to be a Dauntless, but I'm really a Candor.
Do you follow Nick Stone on Twitter?
I do.
Oh my God. She's a Slytherin, Nick Stone, the author of Dear Martin.
Who is the keynote speaker for the Texas Teen Book Festival on October 6th.
Very exciting. She's also like the most beautiful human ever. But she always has these amazing makeup looks. And yesterday or 2 days ago, she tweeted a photo of like her in like the perfect light. And she loves like wearing green because she's a Slytherin, but also because it looks really good on her somehow. Don't understand how like green lipstick can look good on anyone, but it does on Nick Stone. But anyway.
I look like the Wicked Witch of the West if I were.
Oh yeah, this is what I dressed up as last Halloween, and I bought a lipstick just for Halloween. It was green. Haven't worn it again because I look like a maniac. So anyway.
Which is fitting for the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, of course.
But other books that are coming out this week, Lifelike, and what I like about what they did on the back of Lifelike, and I hope that they do it throughout the book, I haven't actually read it, is they kind of do a little bit of the thing that Tahereh Mafi is famous for, where they write something in the book and then they scratch it out.
Ooh.
And I'm a huge fan of the way that works in the Shatter Me series because it's perfect because Juliet doesn't want anybody to know like her inner thoughts. But this one, it starts like with them doing it to the 3 laws of robotics, which if you guys don't know the 3 laws of robotics, you obviously didn't see iRobot. But it's a robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings except for such orders which conflict with the first law. And then the third one is a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. And they've scratched them out and they've changed those laws to 1, your body is not your own, 2, your mind is not your own, and 3, your life is not your own. So it's, like...
I'm just like, this sounds...
It sounds like total AI, things. And it's the first line of the, summary is, it's just another day in the scrap, a quick crawl at the War Dome, dodge a murder gang, stumble upon the deadliest robot ever built. So it's going to be intense. And I wonder, Lifelike, you can see it's, in robot, the light is in robot code. You can't tell that the I is a 1 as much, in the glare. But it's 1 and 3. And
it's shiny.
It is, because it's a robot.
These are the things I care about.
It looks I originally thought that it was something to do with bees when I first saw the cover, and then I was like, what's with the robo stuff? But it's from Jay Kristoff, who did the Illuminate files, and this is a new series, and this is how it sold me. This is why I want this book, because this new series is called part Romeo and Juliet, part Terminator.
Oh my god.
And I cannot handle like how much I love Terminator, guys. Don't judge me, but
No,
like Terminator is
a classic.
Yes, and so it was like I was amazed that somebody was writing a book that was Romeo and Juliet and Terminator mixed together, and I was like, well, I never knew that I needed that, but I really do. But it's an island junkyard beneath a sky that glows with radiation. Deadly secret lies buried in the scrap, and a 17-year-old Eve isn't looking for trouble. She's just looking over her shoulder, trying to protect herself, and then the robot gladiator she spent months building has been reduced to a smoking wreck. She's on the gangster's most wanted list. The only thing that keeps her grandpa alive, who raises her, is the money that she gets from these war dome fights, and her robot is trashed, and she owes all these bookies money. And so it's basically looking bad. And then she discovers, and guys, for those of you who read comics, my favorite comic book pairing is Scarlet Witch and Vision.
She says a lot of things I don't understand.
Scarlet Witch and Vision. Vision is Vision is a robot. You saw the movies, yes?
Yes.
Paul Bettany's character.
When I was, okay, yes.
I know you know Paul Bettany.
I know Paul Bettany.
I was like, I know you know Paul Bettany. I speak Eugenia.
Yes,
I know
Paul Bettany.
So she's a human.
Yeah.
He's an android. Yeah. And so I love that. And this book, like in the description, it's like, oh, she discovers a handsome android. And I was like, yes! This is my Scarlet Witch and Vision, like YA fan fiction come to life. So, lifelike, Jay Kristoff has been apparently reading my Secret Wishes and turned it into a book. And I'm really, really excited about it. So, that is on my math, have to get immediately list. And
Can we talk about something I'm excited about?
Yes, I was going to say, you have one.
So, oh God, this is just so crazy to me. Okay, so Carolyn Mackler just came out with The Universe is Expanding, and so am I. And I'm gonna date myself, but when I was 13, the first book came out, which is called The Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things. And I was obsessed with this book when I was 13, guys. It is hilarious, and it was truly like the author was looking into my soul. And I just loved it. I don't know if there's any people watching who are around my age who read this book when they were a teen, but it's just one of those that I've always remembered. And also they adapted into a movie, this British movie that is, I find really hilarious. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but at least it was for a while. And what's his face? Kick-Ass was in it.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Dreamboat. He was the boy in the adaptation, and so I loved it. It's just hilarious. And so yeah, how many years is that? 15 years later, we get a sequel. And so basically, Virginia, who's the main character, has not aged. It's months later from when the first book ended. And actually, the first book was updated recently. So this year they came out with a new version. So that
we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked it. So I guess it can find a new audience, and not just for me, and for the geeks of 15 years ago. But so she came out with this follow-up, and it says it's been 5 months since 16-year-old Virginia Street thought her life was back on course, and of course now it's not. Something happens with her family that causes certain issues, her brother is accused of date rape. Yeah, and so it's serious. The issues are, very realistic and very relatable. But of course, Carolyn Mackler always has just such a good sense of humor. And so I love this book.
I always feel like it's like Bridget Jones for a young adult.
Yeah, that's a really good way of saying it. So yeah, anyway, that's something that I'm really excited about, and we have both of the books. It's great for summer reading, and so I'm excited about that.
I'm guessing by the giant white dog in the picture that this Jonathan is your Jonathan that commented, you spend most of your day telling a robot you aren't a robot. It's a John Mulaney quote. So
yes, that is my husband.
I was I feel like this is your husband,
yeah.
Based on the giant picture of Chandler.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
Yes, I appreciate. Thank you, Jonathan, for participating. participating in my robot conversation. It makes me feel less crazy when other people are also quoting random things about robots. I mean, in my head, if the robot is going to sound either like a mixture of Paul Bettany and Alan Tudyk, because that's what robots sound like in my head. So, other book is Questions I Want to Ask You by Michelle Fofoff. That sounds like I am going to say a bad word every time I say it.
Okay, so before you say anything, I want to do a correction before someone corrects me. So actually the movie adaptation that I was talking about was not for this book, which is really embarrassing. It was actually for Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging, which is why as I was saying this, I was like, wait a minute, is it? And I'm so sorry.
This is what happens when you're live on the internet.
Well, yes, whatever. My point is, you should read this book because I still did love this book when it came out. But you should also read Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging and watch the movie adaptation on Netflix.
Because it's so good that you'll think it's every book you've ever read.
Basically, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. People make mistakes.
I told you guys Legendary. It was out last week, so you're doing fine.
We're fine.
Questions I want to ask you. This book is, I feel like this is one you're going to want to read. It's a mystery.
Yes.
Solving family secrets and moving forward from the past, but it's described as being perfect for fans of David Arnold and Jeff Zettner, which Xander, if you haven't left, you don't leave the country until Monday. So you should run to a bookstore where you're at and grab this because Jeff Zettner and David Arnold are Xander's favorites, and he is our Team Press Corps member who just interviewed both of them in the last probably today.
That's awesome.
But in this book, Patrick Walsh he doesn't know where he's going in life, but he's happy where he is. And then it's his 18th birthday, and he gets a letter from the past that changes everything, and he's trying to go through and discover the truth about his family. I've been watching all of Sabrina the Teenage Witch all over again, so I'm like, the secret is that your family secret is that you have an evil twin. Like, that's just the thing. But that's because I watched way too much Sabrina. And but he's trying to figure out everything. He's got a completely different understanding of life and doesn't know where to go from here. And it's really great. And if you guys like David Arnold, who has a very realistic voice on how he approaches things, and same with Jeff Zettner, and they really capture those stories really well, I think that you're gonna fall in love with this book and with Patrick. And I love the cover. I just love that color on it. I like that all of the covers that came out this week blended so well. I feel like this week is brought to you by the colors black and yellow, because the three main books were all black and yellow, and the other two were white and purple. But
and speaking of those trends, sometimes we see trends in book covers and everything, and I kind of joked that this summer I was gonna set a reading challenge for myself that I would only read books with the word lies or liars in the title, such as Lies You Never Told Me, because there are a lot of books coming out with lies and liars and lying. And so I was joking, but then you can't joke around without book people folks taking you very seriously. And so yesterday, one of our coworkers gave me 3 arcs for books that are coming out in the next few months with the word lies or lying in them. So I accidentally started a summer reading challenge for myself.
You're going to be very busy.
Yeah, reading about liars.
Yes.
So.
Speaking of summer reading challenges, I tweeted about this, but between now and October 6th, every time we announce the different I know who they are already, so it's cheating. But I'm going to try to not spoil it for you guys, but I'm going to read one book from every author that's coming to the Texas Teen Book Festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
I say that every year, but I usually say it to myself, and then I get there and I'm like, I have a book from this author. I think I was preparing for this, and I have a book somewhere. Yeah. So this year, I'm going to read one book, and it has to be a book that I haven't already read by that author. Mm-hmm. That's the key, because there are some authors that are coming that I can be like, check, check. I'm not going to do that. So like I said, I tweeted about it. I'll be going on the Texas Teen Book Festival is going to be having their own YouTube channel, and we'll be doing book reviews and book talks for the books that are from those authors that we're reading, so they'll be out there. And speaking of the
That's
Texas
exciting.
Book Festival, let's see if I can find where I left this.
And the Texas Teen Book Festival is October 6th.
It's the first Saturday
at
in
St.
October.
Edward's University.
And
in
it's
Austin.
free.
It's free.
That's the important part.
If you've never been to DTBF, truly, like, you're missing out. Especially if you live in Austin, like, you have no excuse,
you live in
guys.
Texas, like.
Yeah, you have no excuse.
It's such a.
It's free. It's open to the public. It's like
there's
all
35
day.
usually teen YA authors, and every year it's amazing. And what's great is there's multiple signings throughout the day. So if you can't stay all day, you can usually catch one of the authors or some of the authors that you want to meet throughout the day. There's panels all day. This year is our 10th anniversary. So there's actually a lot of new programming that we haven't done before that's going to be really exciting, and I can't spoil any of it. One of the things we do that we've been doing for the last few years is there's a costume contest. If you guys are cosplayers, or if you've ever thought about getting into it, or if you're just into like Disney bounding, please don't sue me for saying Disney on my live stream. I did not make that term up, but there is a costume contest every year, and it's a lot of fun. We usually get like some teens to judge it, as well as like local cosplayers, and they'll come out and they'll help judge the costume contest, and it's really a lot of fun because everybody gets to show off. Last year we did it on the main stage, which was really cool because everybody got to go in front of like the large crowd right before like Jason Reynolds, so there was like a lot of people starting to circulate in, and they were like, whoa, we didn't know, because like the year before we were outside and like a little bit on our own, it wasn't as crowded, but last year they were on the main stage and they were like,
What was the winner dressed up as?
The winner, I believe, was Squirrel Girl.
Really?
I think Anya won last year.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but Anya is now a member of the Teen Press Corps and is going to be helping me with the judging for and the planning and everything for the costume contest this year, because it's totally cheating for her to get to enter now as a member of the Teen Press Corps and a winner from the past. But she was amazing. We also had the year before, I think, we had a really amazing Mary Poppins, and we had a group did the group from Six of Crows, not last year, the year before, when Lee Bardugo was there. Yeah. And they had just come off the stage from like winning, and Lee Bardugo walked up to them and started talking to them and wanted pictures with them, and they were like dying. Yeah. Not even on the inside. It was like external dying. Like they could not handle it.
That's so sweet.
So it was, especially because Six of Crows had just come out or was coming out. It was so new at that time, and so it was great. But Texas Teen Book Festival just announced today a special treat for the 10th anniversary. It is a competition, and I'm going to try to read this exactly so I don't get everything all wrong. But they are doing a competition that is done in partnership with Macmillan, and you and a guest can meet Mary Pearson in person at the Texas Teen Book Festival. Every person who pre-orders Dance of Thieves and uploads a receipt will receive a special die-cut bookmark, and one grand prize winner and a guest will be able to attend Texas Teen Book Festival this October, where Mary is a featured author. I believe the exact details are on there's a tweet on the website and everything, but I had the tweet pulled up too, and I don't know if I still do, but basically it's like $1,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you and one winner will receive one American Express travel voucher with a face value of $1,000, a full set of Mary E. Pearson's The Remnant Chronicles, and you get to be a special guest with us during the festival. So I have friends who live in San Antonio who already texted me, and she's probably watching, so sorry. She was like, I'm going to enter because I don't need to travel. So she was like, can I do that? I was like, yeah.
But that's also really exciting that to open it up to more people.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
And I think that's amazing as Macmillan. So thank you, Macmillan, for sponsoring that competition, and Mary for being part of it. So who doesn't want a complete set of a series plus the bookmarks plus this chance to win a voucher for you and your friends to get a travel voucher, and
that's awesome.
That's amazing, and I really hope somebody from really far away gets to come for the first time for the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be really special.
It's gonna be a really great deal. This year, I can't even. It's not fair because I want to be nothing.
No.
There's
Don't
stuff.
say it yet.
It's happening.
There's really exciting stuff happening.
I'm pretty sure that like they would murder me and you would never see me again if I told you guys what I know. So now you have one more announcement.
Yeah, so we just added this super exciting event in July 22nd. Yeah, and we have Ashley Herring Blake, author of Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World, and we have Brandy Colbert, author of Little and Lion, coming together to Book People, July 22nd, 2 p.m. These two authors are going to be discussing like the impact of LGBTQ characters in literature. It's really exciting. We're really going to they're going to be here in Austin for a few days, and so of course we had to get them in the store to talk about these two books that we absolutely love. Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World came out very recently, and it's kind of like older middle grade, like bordering on YA, but it's totally like
that in between.
Yeah, it's that in between, but really appropriate for everyone, and it's just real like it's yeah. I don't know if Jan Day is watching, but thank you for introducing this book to us. And so we're excited to host these two authors. And then July 21st, we're actually going to have also an event with author David Bowles for his new book, Feathered Serpent, Dark Heart of Sky. So really excited. It's about like Mexican myth and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
The reasons I'm terrified of most things in life.
Yeah. So it's really cool. There's a lot of crossover with that book as well. But we have a lot of exciting events this summer. Like it tends to slow down over the summer because there's a lot of people kind of out of town, involved in summer camps, hint hint, and stuff like that. But we still have like really fun events coming up for y'all. So please like follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. We're going to be posting a lot about these events. And there's going to be more information specifically about our event with Ashley and Brandy coming up soon. So,
which, speaking of summer camps, if you guys have not already signed up, we are doing summer writing camps for K through 12th grade, and we still have room in
the K through 3 and the teens.
I think the 4th to 6th grade is already filled. But K through 3 and teens, and there is going to be visits from authors that write for that age group. Mm-hmm. There's going to be, like, the K through 6th graders are all going to make their own hardcover books that will be available for them by the end of like, the summer. There's going to be some really amazing things. It's great for world building. It's great for character development. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like, it's not going to be like going to school. This is not going to school during the summer. I promise. School is fun, but then you get summer break and you're like, oh, thanks for signing me up for school again, parents.
Yeah, it's not school.
It's not school. In fact, you're going to be hanging out with us, and you can tell, like, we can't finish a sentence.
We're dorky, but we're lovable.
Yes, so it'll be great. And it's from 10 to 12 every Monday through Friday in July, except for that first week because of the 4th of July and all of that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check it out on our website so you can sign up for that. We also have some other like cool stuff that we'll be announcing soon. That is going to be awesome. And
do you want to talk about book club before we leave?
Yes. And the last thing that we have is actually let me answer this question first. David, you asked if we will review a business book soon. Probably not on this live stream. This is just for teen-geared books. So unless it's for teens on how to run a business, which would be a really cool book. If you're watching and you write books, everybody out there, I actually have teenagers ask me all the time for how do you do PR and public relations, public relations, social media, and how do you do public speaking because it terrifies them. Yeah. So if you want to write some business books for teens, they probably love it. Summer reading is so much better than school. Yes, it is. So lastly, on Wednesday, the 6th, which is next Wednesday, we at 7 p.m. we will have our young adult book club for those of us who never grow up, like the two of us at Nancy's table. And we will be talking about, speaking of Leigh Bardugo, Shadow and Bone. If you guys have not read the Grisha trilogy, I don't know how you've waited this long. It's going to be, that's her right there.
I've never read it.
It's magical. It's wonderful. There are like swoony bad guys and even better anti-heroes, and because I always love the anti-heroes. More character development. And there's just a really, it's strong female character who has this epic magic that she has. It's one of those classic sounding YA stories where it's the girl didn't know she had all this power that was the most powerful in the world, but it's Lee Bardugo, so it doesn't read anything like anything else you've picked up. And it's set in a mythical Russian like style society, so it's like Russian folklore, but it's all like her own world. So if you like any of those things, you're gonna love it, and you should come talk to us about it. Even if you haven't read it yet, you still have time. You've got a week, a little bit under a week, and you can actually come get the book and let them know it's for book club, and you can get a discount at the register. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I've been saying we'll be up here, but I don't know that we will because Jim Butcher will also be here. So we will probably be here. And I didn't say that. No, he's not. You guys come to book club. It's gonna be great.
Well, yeah, but the point is like,
we'll be
in the cafe talking about it, and there will be snacks, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, and you'll be so close to the coffee, so you can just snag coffee from
important.
The cafe. And so or tea. So come hang out with us during book club on June 6th. You can check it out on Facebook. It's the second Star to the Right book club group, or you can check it out on our website or for all the information. So, other than that, if you have any comments that we haven't answered or questions we haven't answered, comments you want to throw out, you can continue to add them onto our Facebook. We'll be popping in throughout the day on the Instagram story to give you some fun pictures and little insights to these books. And other than that, don't forget to check out the Teen Thursday blog, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and before we sign off, speaking of Teen Thursday blog, we also already posted our Q&A with Jennifer Dawson. To go to bookpeopleblog.com and check that out. Thanks, guys.
Bye. You can't see me, but I'm still here. Maybe.